Good morning, dear children. Hope you are keeping fine. Welcome you to this session in physics from the chapter Light, Reflection and Refraction. Let us have a quick recap of what we learned in the previous module. We drew three images or image formation in concave mirrors. When the object was kept between F and P, where was the image formed? The image was formed behind the mirror. The size of the image was enlarged and the nature of the image virtual and erect. When the object was placed between F and C, the position of the image was beyond C, the size of the image enlarged and the nature of the image real and inverted. And the last one, when the object was kept at focus, the position of the image was at infinity, the size of the image highly magnified and the nature of the image real and inverted. So let us continue the image formation by concave mirrors, and in this particular module we are going to draw the remaining three image formations by concave mirrors. So children, will be keeping the object at three different positions and will understand the position of the image, the nature of the image and the size of the image. That is, when the object is kept at center of curvature, beyond center of curvature and at infinity. So let's start. Children, let us start or let us continue the image formation by concave mirrors. The fourth ray diagram, object at C. Here an object AB is kept at the center of curvature. This is our concave mirror. The center is the center of curvature. In between we have taken the principal focus and this is our principal axis x dash. Now let us see the nature of the image formed, the position of the image and the size of the image. So the first light ray will move parallel to the principal axis. So this is our first light ray, AE, first incident ray, and as you know, after reflection it will pass through the principal focus. So this is our principal focus. So the light ray should go through here, it should meet the principal focus, and here is the reflected ray, let it be EL. Now the second light ray, it enters through the focus and after reflection it will move parallel to the principal axis. So let us show that. The light ray entering through the focus. So this is our object. From here the light ray will enter through the focus and this is our second incident ray AG, and it will move parallel, it will emerge parallel to the principal axis. So here is our reflected ray. Let this be GN. You can name accordingly. So here you see that the light rays meet at this point and here we get the image. See children, exactly at C we get our image. So let us draw the image. So already we have written here the letter C. So let us rub it so that we can show the image properly. So this is our image. So children, you can see this is our image and this was our center of curvature, that is C, and at center of curvature we got our image, that is A dash, B dash. We kept the object AB at C and we got the image also at C. And see children, have a look. The size of the object is same as the size of the image. The image is inverted, that means it is real. Why it is real? Because the light rays have, after reflection, they meet with each other and so the image is real and inverted and the position of the image is at C. Hope you understood. So children, you have to learn drawing the ray diagram as shown in the previous slide. So when the object is kept at center of curvature, the position of the image is at center of curvature. Size of the image is the same as that of the object, and the nature of the image is real and inverted. Next, the object is kept beyond C, that is beyond the center of curvature. So the image will be obtained between F and C. The size of the image will be diminished, that is of small size, and then the object. Nature of the image will be real and inverted. Now let us just understand how to draw the ray diagram through the video. Now the fifth ray diagram, the object is placed beyond C, that is beyond center of curvature. See, the object AB is placed beyond the center of curvature. So let us draw the ray diagram. The first incident ray moves parallel to the principal axis. This is our AE incident ray, the first incident ray. After reflection, it passes through the principal focus. This is our principal focus. So here the light ray passes through the principal focus. This is our reflected ray EL. The second light ray or the incident ray, it enters through the center of curvature and retraces back along the same path. So this is our center of curvature. So the light ray, see, this is our tip of the object. So when we place it, make sure the light ray coming out of the tip of the object touching the center of curvature and the reflecting surface. So here is our light ray that is incidenting and it is getting reflected along the same path. So this is our, so see children, here the light rays meet after reflection. The light rays meet after reflection. So here is our image that is formed. A small image is formed at this point. This is our image is inverted, that is A dash, B dash. So where is the position of the image? The image is formed between F and C. When we kept the object beyond C, the image is formed between F and C. How is the size of the image? Compared to that of the object, the image is diminished, or the image is smaller as compared to that of the object. Is it real or inverted? We can say that it is real because the actual intersection of light rays happen and it is real and inverted. The last image formation by concave mirrors when the object is kept at infinity. Position of the image at principal focus, size of the image highly diminished or point sized. Nature of the image real and inverted. So this ray diagram we have already drawn children while understanding the principal focus of a concave mirror. Let us again just go through the video. Children, the last image formation in concave mirrors. Object kept at infinity. So we have drawn the concave mirror and noted the center of curvature, principal focus and pole. The object is kept at a far off distance. That's why we say it's kept at infinity. So you can see the object. So from the object, since the object is very far, the light rays coming from the far away object will be parallel to each other. So we are just showing two light rays, incident rays. This is our first incident ray, and these dotted lines, they show that the light rays are coming from a far off distance. We can draw any number of incident rays, but for image formation we need minimum 2 rays. We can also show a light ray that is coming or that is falling, entering through the principal axis normally to the reflecting surface. Now we are using the rule, the light ray after reflection, the light ray that passes parallel to the principal axis will pass through the principal focus. So this is our principal focus. And this light ray, this also will pass through the principal focus after reflection. So here, let us show that they obey the laws of reflection. Let us show a normal at one of our point of incidence. So let this be our normal, so that the angle of incidence will be equal to the angle of reflection. Usually we show this to clear that the light rays are obeying the laws of reflection. So children, look, when the object is kept at infinity, the image, where did we get this image? We get a highly diminished point-sized image at principal focus. So where is the image formed? Image is formed at principal focus. The nature of the image is real and inverted. Real and inverted, why? Because actual intersection of light rays happen. And size of the image highly diminished. Position of the image at focus, nature of the image real and inverted, and size of the image highly diminished or point sized image. So with this we finish the image formation in concave mirrors. Children, now let us look into some of the applications. We have discussed some of the applications in our previous module. So concave mirror, we know it converges the parallel beam of light and forms the image on the focus. So here you can see in the first image, a concave mirror forms a real image of the sun. So the concave mirror concentrates the sun's rays, the parallel beam of light that is coming from the sun, since the object is at infinity, to a small point on a paper, and due to the large heat, the paper starts burning. A concave mirror is also used as head mirrors by doctors. So there it concentrates the light coming from a lamp onto the body part of the patient to be examined. A concave mirror, solar cooker, concave metal dishes used in dish antennas or that aerials, all are other examples wherein the parallel beam of light that is coming from an object kept at infinity is focused, or the image is formed at the focus. Let us summarize the images formed by concave mirrors. So when the object is kept at infinity, image is at focus. Point-sized or highly diminished image is real and inverted. When the object is beyond C, image is between F and C, diminished and real and inverted. When the object is at C, the image is at C, same size as that of the object, and it is real and inverted. When the object is between F and C, image is beyond C, it's enlarged and it's real and inverted. When the object is at focus, the image is at infinity, it is highly enlarged and the image is real and inverted. And when the object is between pole and focus, the image is formed behind the mirror, it's an enlarged image and the image is virtual and erect. Now children, let us go through a video which will help you to understand more about the image formation in concave mirrors. So children, hope you understood the ray diagrams that we do today. So the ray diagrams that have to be drawn in the notebook. So you have to continue with the fourth image formation, that is position of object at center of curvature, position of object beyond center of curvature, and the position of object at infinity. All these three ray diagrams have to be drawn. Along with that, you have to draw the table showing the summary of the image formation in concave mirrors. Either you can copy from this 11th slide, or it's there in your science textbook, page number 164. So don't forget, below the all the ray diagrams, you have to write the position of image, size of the image, and nature of the image. So in the next class, we'll start with convex mirrors. So stay safe. Thank you.